Good afternoon and welcome to the Syber conference. We are excited to be able to present to you guys today and include you in a little bit of insight into Westcliff University athletics. Our presentation today is called Building a Dynasty, the Importance of Implementing a Winning Culture. My name is Kent Noyes, and I'm Associate Athletic Director of Compliance here at Westcliff University. I'd like to now hand it off to Shawn Harris to allow himself to introduce him.
Hello, my name is Shawn Harris. I'm the Dean of Athletics, and I hand it off to Katie Rouse.
Hello, great to see you all. I'm Katie Rouse. I'm an Associate Athletic Director and our Senior Women Administrator.
Now we'd like to get into our culture objectives to kind of set the landscape of what we're trying to achieve and what will be in this presentation. So we're using the macro and micro culture within the university athletics department. And through this, we've created a common language in which we call the 5 C's. We want you to help you understand and provide assessment of our micro and macro culture. And we want to use language that connect and develop a firm foundation for the entire athletics department. And we do this by creating a shared philosophy. So let's hand it over to Katie and get into our mission statement.
Thank you, Kent. Our athletics department mission statement is all about the 5 C's: character, culture, community, commitment, and championships. And we wrap those 5 together with this mission statement. Find great athletes with superior character who can establish an exceptional culture that will make a tremendous impact in the community by being fully committed to excellence, which will translate into championships. We seek to accomplish these 5 C's in everything we do and every person that we bring to our department, from student athlete up to staff member.
So to give you more context of why these 5 C's play a critical role and why culture is so important to our athletic department, we want to do an assessment of first our microculture. And through our microculture, we're talking about our 28 unique athletic teams. These are individual teams with individual goals. They have their own rites and rituals, their own ceremonies, their own language that they use. If you're talking about a soccer field, some may call it the pitch, some may call it a game, some may call it a match. So within these microcultures, if you don't use that common language, you're viewed as an outsider. You're recognized as someone that doesn't quite belong there. And so within these teams, you create this own little family dynamic, this own tight-knit bonded group, which is crucial to their individual team success. Outside of this, they're spending roughly 30 hours a week together. They're spending 24 straight weeks within an academic year together. They're involved in group texts. They're hanging out after those dedicated hours to the sport. And so it's crucial to the coach that's leading this team to have this microculture, to build this team towards the team goals of winning a championship, of finding success, not only for a year, but maybe for a dedicated time frame as well. Now, as we assess the macro culture, we're looking at the athletics department as a single unit, a single department. So this athletic department here at Westcliff University is 3 years old, and it already has 60 plus staff members and over 400 student athletes, all existing within this one department. And so with all these unique microcultures that we have, these unique teams all striving to do their own thing, it's our job and our duties to give ourselves a shared foundation and shared espoused values where everyone's speaking this common language and can be united from different cultures. We're trying to bring everyone in together. That way they're not identified by what sport they play, but be identified by as a Westcliff warrior.
So how do we bridge or connect the micro to the macro? At Westcliff Athletics, we use the 5 C's mission statement to make everybody speak the same language. Everybody from student athlete to staff member has the 5 C's in common. Some ways that we do this are by creating wristbands that everybody can wear that has the 5 C's on them. We provide t-shirts with the 5 C's on them. We have a 5 weeks of 5 C's annual competition where student athletes and teams compete with each other and against each other to be the best at the 5 C's. This shared environment of the shared 5 C's language helps us to pursue excellence in everything that we do. I'll turn it over now to Shawn Harris to talk about how these 5 C's are going to help us build a dynasty.
Thank you, Katie. Building a dynasty is really important. You know, when you hear that word, it comes with a lot of responsibility, when you think about building a dynasty. But here at Westcliff, we use our 5 C's to help us in that quest of always chasing greatness of the warrior way. When I think about the people that we have that allows us to cultivate a great environment, a great culture of the 5 C's, first and foremost, you have to have the right person in the right place. For example, in Westcliff Athletics, we have what I call our first round draft picks. That's all our coaches, all our administrators, all our volunteers for doing all the things that may not make it into the stat sheets. It's the unforeseen hours. It's all of the commitment, all of the care that happens as we're servicing student athletes that make us who we are, that allows us to infuse the core values of the university within our athletics department, and use the 5 C's as that bridging tool of language that connects our student athletes to the total populace of the university. There's plenty of people that make this happen. I'm truly thankful for them being able to see the bigger picture of what we do each and every day that allows us to establish a dynasty for the last 3 years, from enrollment to championships being won to lives being changed by tapping into a unique demographic within the athletics department and giving them hope, vision, and purpose as they continue to pursue their educational endeavors and life goal dreams. People don't get burned out because of what they do. They get burned out because of what we forget. And that what we forget more often than not is purpose. What is our purpose? Why are we doing the things that we're doing? And our 5 C's allows us to remember that character, culture, community, and commitment is all the ingredients of the byproducts for championships. And that's what we're seeking to do here at Westcliff. We're trying to be the best version of ourselves each and every day, because we understand that positive leaders build positive cultures. And we understand how important it is to communicate at a high level, how important it is to make sure that we connect with each and every student athlete, from a macro standpoint of our whole department, what's good for us, and then also from a micro standpoint of what's good for the individual student athlete that we're servicing. It's very, very important to us that we show compassion, which is one of the core values of the university here as well, because our 5 C's don't supplement our university's core values, it enhances the university core values. So we make sure that we don't have any subcultures, lingering within our athletics department that's going to hinder our university's mission statement. So what we ask is for each leader that's in athletics, to shift their mindset to a growth mindset, because we know that possession of anything begins in the mind. And that's very, very important for us as we're cultivating our 5 C's cultures and we chasing this dynasty. And dynasty for us looks a little bit different. We want to win the right way. That means we want to be in full compliance of our governing body, the NAIA. We want to be in full compliance with the CalPAC, the conference that services us. And then we want to be in full compliance with the university's mission statement by going out and recruiting 5 C student athletes who embrace the academic offering that the university prides itself on in our academic community. With all these things, all these synergies working as one, we build the best student athlete in the best culture environment that allows us to dominate the competition and build a winning dynasty.
We want to thank you all for attending our session on culture. We provided our references and resources that speak to why culture is so vital to an organization as it is for our department. And as always, it's a great day to be a warrior. Thank you for your time.